Welcome to Beige Reports 2023 wrapped version. So the Beige Club is a collaborative investment club where what we've been trying to do is set some targets for ourselves at the beginning of the year. And this Beige Reports special 2023 wrapped edition is going to break it down for us, what we've done in the club, what we set out to do, and what we actually achieved. The primary objective of the Beige Club is actually to raise 100 millionaires in dollars in the next 20 years. So by 2043, we should have 100 millionaires in dollars. And to kickstart this very audacious goal, what we decided to do for 2023 was that from August to December, that 5-month period, we're tracking the inflation rate of Nigeria to see what instruments in Nigeria can we actually invest in that will either meet or beat the inflation rates in Nigeria. During this short 5-month period, we were able to get 6.26 million in contributions from the club members. And what we did was we focused on 3 main Nigerian instruments. We had money market mutual funds, we invested in the stock market, and we also bought a commercial paper. Now, the return on these investments in this 5-month period was 1% higher than the inflation rate when we started, but is actually 1% lower than inflation rates as at the time of this report. So we were able to close at 26%, and inflation rate is 27% today. Our money market portfolio was doing 9% as of the time of compiling this report. Our return on stocks was just above 26%. We had some very exciting stocks in there, which we will get to going forward. And then we went for a very high grade commercial paper, which is where after making our returns from the stock market and exiting, we put the bulk of our money there to sort of get like a high return and guaranteed safety and up until the maturity of the paper. So as of today, the portfolio looks like this. We have 6% of our holdings in money market fund. We have 28% still in stocks. And then we have the bulk of the portfolio, which is 65% in this commercial paper that we spoke about. Our money market mutual fund portfolio has been doing within the ranges of 9 to 10%. And why we love this mutual fund portfolio is that all of the earnings, the profit takings from the stock, markets, we actually just go and put them in that money market fund to make sure that no funds are lying idle, which is the key concept behind actually introducing a mutual fund into our Beige Club investment portfolio. So for our stock portfolio, we actually had 9 stocks, as at the time of doing this report. 6 of them are core banking stocks. We had 1 insurance stock, a very exciting insurance stock, and then we had 2 fast-moving consumer goods stocks. Our best performing stock was, of course, in the banking sector. We saw over 60% capital appreciation in that particular stock. And our worst performing stock was actually in the FMCG, sector, where we saw about minus 11% capital depreciation. So it's not always all fun and games. So you have high performers and low performers. And one of the highlights for me was the insurance stock. I think that stock was basically a speculative stock, more or less. But we are seeing some good, okay capital appreciation, just within the ranges of 2 to 3%. But because we are very focused about our club members, and we want to make sure that we actually align with what they've asked us to do, all of the stocks that we have in our portfolio are excellent dividend yielding stocks. And we're going to be able to see a dividend reinvestment pattern, once dividends are paid in Q1 of next year. The commercial paper instrument is actually the reason why people say stockpile and invest, right? And that opportunity came up. It's an A-rated commercial paper with 20% implied yield and for 270 days. So we're able to get some good, we took some profit from the stock market and then got that into that commercial paper, locked it up for 270 days, and we're going to smile to the bank sometime in Q1 of next year. 2024, we have 4 key priorities, very, very sweet priorities for all of us. And the first is going to be that we're going to be taking on additional asset classes. So in 2023, we just did 3 asset classes: money markets, stocks, and then we had the commercial paper. But we'll be taking on additional asset classes. You should definitely stick with us to know what these additional asset classes are. The second thing that we're actually going to do in 2024 is that we are going into full robo-advisory mode. So we are working on an app currently that will make robo-advisory sweeter, easier, nicer for people who are interested in it. The third thing that we are going to do is we are going to be admitting more club members. So if you liked how we performed, this year, you may have an opportunity sometime next year to join the club and see what that experience is like. The last thing is that we're going to be creating specialized portfolios. So for HNIs, for celebrities like Don Jazzy, like Thames. I actually wanted to say Thames, but I started with Don Jazzy so that I will not be like everything about me is Thames. But at the end of the day, both HNIs, people that are high placed, that have like bulk funds, we're starting specialized portfolios for them to be able to enjoy some of these returns that we are speaking about. However, all these sweet things that I've been saying so far are actually services that will be exclusively available to members of our collaborative investment club, which is Beige Club. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us to 2023. Special thanks to the 6 ballers in the Beige Club that made this possible. We are looking forward to something really, really exciting in 2024. I wish us a fantastic time and more yield to our several different massive portfolios.